Hi guys, long time. I wanted to share a concept by Neville Goddard, which is everything and everyone is you pushed out. So basically, what that means is that whatever is happening in your external reality and whatever is happening with your relationships with people, whether it be in your professional life or your personal, is basically a reflection of your internal beliefs about yourself. And what beliefs are basically thought patterns that have been repeated again and again over a period of time with a certain degree of emotion that results in it solidifying in our minds, and it sort of creates grooves in our minds. Like there is actual research that says that thoughts actually change the shape of the actual physical shape of your brain and the structure of your brain. And so it's a fascinating invitation to explore in the areas in which we believe that we have failed to reach our potential or have yet to reach our potential. Failed is, I don't mind the word fail actually. I was just thinking the other day, I'd rather at the end of this day say I failed at like five things than say I didn't freaking try anything out of fear of failure. And I feel like 90% of us are actually very calculated about what we're willing to try because we want to eliminate the possibility of failure that bad. So that's kind of the fear-based thinking that this saying by Neville Goddard actually targets. That is what it says, that if you are driven from a place of fear, then you see those fears reflected outside. And this is why you see like a lot of people, they attain a ridiculous amount of wealth, and then that fear of being poor, of fear of not deserving it, kicks in because they have possession of something, and that activates that fear within them, and they lose it all, and then they regain it. So like and I see that in my personal life as well. Like if there's relatively less to lose, I feel like I'm operating on a better mindset because that fear is not activated. But as soon as the stakes go high, the fear of failure also like gets like upped. So so the concept is that you need to study reality as a reflection of yourself. And if you see that, and that encourages you to stop blaming external circumstances and people and government and the weather and your parents, and you stop placing the blame of your choices, the thoughts that you choose, and it makes you stop blaming that, and it helps you then move from the problem, living in the problem, to living in the solution. And um, and I don't know about you, but that sounds like a great idea because if you have it all figured out, if you're well health and relationship goals are on point, then all the power to you. And but I'm not one of those people who've got their shit that figured out. So I always explore like new concepts, like they fascinate me and mesmerize me, and I feel like I owe it to like every idea in the world to actually entertain it without having to embrace it. So I thought I'd share this little insight with you. And I hadn't made a video for like 6 months, and that is my resistance to being able to speak on a platform. And this is my way of dealing with it, that I just like show up. And um, yeah, so I'll be making more videos. So if you haven't subscribed, do that. And if you have any input and insight on the idea, so the key takeaway from this concept that I've shared today is that you should just take a step back from the situation. If there's something that is not at par to your desires, expectations, just take a step back, be more aware of what you've been thinking, what you've been doing, and do this for things that are working and not working, and do it from a mindset of not blaming anybody, especially not yourself, not being like woe is me, or I screwed up. No, there's no screwing up. Mistakes, like um the first and foremost step towards like change is embracing the possibility of being wrong. Because unless, if there is a situation at hand that is not optimal, then someone was wrong. Otherwise, like, someone was wrong and it's perfectly fine. Like, we are here to make mistakes. We are here to screw up gloriously and figure ourselves out in the process, because until unless you're screwing up, you're not really learning anything. You're just like drifting. And you vouch for that in your personal experience as well. Like, if things are just going pretty as a peach, what happens is that uh, you just coast through. You're not really growing as a person. And we have to embrace the fact that we're not put here to drive the BMW. We're not put here to find that, to get the six pack abs or whatever. Like, your goals are, we're here to like grow and expand, and through our experiences facilitate the growth of those around us, those who cross our path. And I always feel like if somebody crosses our path, there's usually something to be learned from there. Uh, good, good, perceived good or bad. Everything is a matter of perception. And I also believe that no events that occur uh, carry meaning in them. We give them meaning so that we can derive the kind of learning we're supposed to derive from that. And yeah, so this is turning into a bit of a rant. I hope this you just um, entertain this concept that everything is you pushed out. You entertain the concept of shifting your mindset from the problem to the solution, and then seeing how your energy shifts with that shift in mindset. And and also, like, a third thing that I like to leave with, you with is that everything happens for the greatest good. Everything is happening, even if it's a flat tire or a dead pet or a fight. It's happening for the greater good. And the meaning you what you choose to associate yourself with, and the meaning you attach to events, is what determines your destiny. So Chris Prentice says this in Zen and the Art of Happiness: start believing that everything that's happening is happening for the best possible outcome. It's not like, oh, every cloud has a silver lining, or just chin up or buck up. No, everything is literally happening for the toe curling best um, possible reason. And if you start incorporating that kind of thinking in your day-to-day life, what happens is, first your internal state is going to change, and then your external reality is going to shift. And that's how magic happens. And I hope you have like a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to be making more videos, because this is sort of a commitment I have to myself. And I really appreciate any kind of feedback or support that you have. Thank you.